Benefits. In this module, we are going to take a look at the employee benefits part of the total compensation package. We're going to take a look at the history of how benefits came to be, how they have become so costly, and how the modern employee today just looks at them as an entitlement. They are just expected to be there, and that they're very, the value to the employee is very low, although the cost is very high to the employer. We're going to take a look at some ways to contain cost and actually use the benefit program to the employer's advantage. A couple points we have here. We're looking at, remember, some of our goals that we're basing our entire compensation plan on is cost-effective ways to elicit employee behaviors. Benefits are part of a total compensation package, and really what we're going to be looking for is determining what ratio of the total compensation package is actually necessary to achieve maximum return on investment. And that means how much do we have to put into our benefit plan in order to get our employees to perform and behave in certain ways. Our author's layout. So when you are beginning to design a benefit plan, you'll have a couple questions that you really need to sit down and focus on before you get started. One of the things is, what do you want this plan to accomplish? What kind of goals do you have? Where does your benefit plan fit into your total compensation strategy? From there, you also have to understand what your employees desire. Different employees, as we've seen in the different life cycle of the employee, desire different type of benefits. A good way to understand, if you're not sure, is throw a benefit survey out to your employees to try to grasp what they want. And maybe every couple of years you can do this as your workforce changes. Their desire for their benefits may change as well. Another thing that you really should look at is, what is the competition doing? What type of benefits are being are the norm? There's things usually change in popularity, so finding that out by doing purchasing benefit surveys would really help there. And you always have to be cost effective. And then a really important thing is, what is your return on investment? Does this meet or exceed the outlay? Meaning, so when you're putting out very expensive plans for your employees, are they achieving the goals that you set forth? And that just brings us back up to the very first question: what do you want this plan to accomplish? We've already talked about how in today's work world, benefits are just something that everyone expects. It's an entitlement. You wouldn't expect to go to a professional job and find out that they don't provide medical, time off, sick time, retirement. These are just things that we don't see any longer. This is just expected. But our authors are also saying that because the general public feels that this is an entitlement, then the value of the high cost of the benefits are lost, and therefore the benefits are not working to the advantage of the organization, and the employees therefore without the value, we're losing the whole goal of, our compensation goals are eliciting certain behaviors from our employees to drive the goals of the organization. So what we have to talk about here is communication is key. We have to really drive any benefit plan that we have is explained well to the employees, that it's communicated well to the employees, and with understanding comes increased value, and therefore hopefully when the employees value the benefits that they are given, then that will drive them to work harder and meet expectations of the goals we set forth. So it is a big cycle. It is something you have to continue with. I know firsthand experience, people have zero idea what benefits that they have. And it's really important to constantly have that communication line open. I had a fellow say to me last year, we had changed plans, providers, health benefit providers a year before. He had no clue. So again, we can only drive the value of these costly benefits by educating the employee on what type of benefits they have and how well it benefits them. Cost containment is a real issue with employee benefits, and as we've seen on the last slide, we want the employee to be educated about the benefits that they have so that they value them more. We also want them to understand how much these cost. American companies are spending trillions of dollars on employee benefits, but you also have to be sustainable. So you have to look at cost-cutting measures. And some of those measures include things like cost sharing. We're just focusing the benefits on what the employees desire, and that goes back to doing benefit questionnaires with your employees. What are they interested in? And then a big thing in today's benefit world are wellness programs. The healthier your employees are, the lower their health and benefit costs are. So a lot of companies are moving to requiring employees to participate in the wellness programs if they want to take part in the benefit programs. There's a lot of different ways you can contain cost. It just takes a little time and effort to look at what type of benefits your employees want, how they are using them, and again, what type of benefits are going to motivate them to achieve your goals. As we wrap up